Could this be the end of Magic Bands as we know it? Spoiler alert, it's not. Disney announced via the Disney Parks blog that they have a brand new service coming to Walt Disney World, Disney's MagicMobile. It's a very special service that will take the place of Magic Bands, but Magic Bands are still here, not to worry. Disney went into detail about that. Let's break this down and go over what we know. In the post by Disney, we learned that MagicMobile is coming out this year in phases to Apple first. Now what it is it's a virtual pass that will take the place of your card or ticket or Magic Band. If you've ever used Apple Pay before or the Android equivalent, you know that phones nowadays have the capability of being used for contactless payment. And for some schools, you can actually use Apple Pay, I'm going to use Apple as an example today, to actually get into your dorm or the building. Schools have started to use this service as well. So now Disney is going to get on board with this. Mobile Magic will change our experience, but only if you want it to, because you have the option to continue using your Magic Band. Now for me personally, I believe this is just the beginning, right? This is the start of electronics more involved at Walt Disney World. So if you think for a moment about the Magic Band, right? That revolutionized how we came to the park, how we pay for things, and so on. Now they're bringing that same technology to your phone. I think many of us saw this one coming simply because you think about it, it makes sense, right? A lot of guests already put a puck for their Magic Band on their smartwatch band right up front, so they can use the smartwatch and have that puck to get into the park. Just imagine how convenient it will be if you forget your Magic Band, or maybe you just want to have it as a style statement, and I really do like the look of it. But let's pretend you forgot it. You can just go ahead and tap the back of your phone to that touch point and you're in. Disney mentioned via the post that most features will be available on that very special, we're going to call it a digital card or digital ticket or even digital Magic Band. It's a good way to think about it. You have this very special token on your phone that you use to get into the parks and do a lot of other things that you would normally do with your Magic Band. For example, maybe mobile order and pay and possibly other things. Disney mentioned that most of the features that you can find on your annual pass holder card or standard day ticket or Magic Band will be available in phases with these very special digital tickets. When they say most, I'm thinking they're talking about getting into the parks and possibly, we're thinking about this, fast passes and probably some kind of mobile payment. Now when I say payment, you may be saying, okay, Apple Pay is already available in the parks, so what else would we use this for? Perhaps this will kind of better implement some of the annual pass holder discounts that go with your credit card. It's tough to know how they're going to put those things together, but I think Apple Pay and standard, other payment methods are still going to stick around for a long time. Now Disney made it very clear that Mobile Magic is a service that you can use or you can use your Magic Band. They did make it very clear that both are still going to be available. So if you have lots of Magic Bands, you're thinking to yourself, Magic Bands are out of date, they're gone forever, not to worry. Disney's going to be using them for a long time. I truly believe that for the next at least 5 years, we're going to see Magic Bands sold, offered, have the same capabilities as this digital mobile magic on your phone. I keep saying mobile magic, it's MagicMobile service. All right, we got it. It's digital ticket. It's the best way to think about it. Disney even mentioned that you can use them interchangeably. So maybe one day you're wearing your Magic Band, another day you're using your phone, and possibly, I'm guessing very likely, you'll be able to use both. So touch into the park with your phone and then use your Magic Band for photos later on. Tough to know. Now in that blog post, we learn about the new colors and fun designs. To me, it's going to mean that when you're here for a very special event, or if you're an annual pass holder, you're going to be able to pick from a different collection of these virtual passes that you put into your Apple Wallet. I'm using Apple Wallet as an example because Apple is the one that they're going to go with first. Now, in addition to the very cool, different design virtual cards that you're going to get on your Apple Wallet as an example, I hope, and this is a true hope here, that we get some special effect as you enter into the park as well. So you enter in and suddenly the orb as you walk in changes a different color if you've been here during Flower and Garden 2021 or Food and Wine of the future, right? So you get to maybe collect different cards based on when you visited the park. Now we've seen Disney do something like this before, not with the orb as you enter. I realize that's a little bit different, right? They change the colors, that's always cool when that happens, kind of rare. But for example, play Disney Parks app. When Star Wars Galaxy's Edge first opened, if you played in Play Disney Parks app, you got a special token on that opening day that you cannot get any other time. Imagine having that same special card, virtual pass, that you get on the opening day of something or during a festival. Disney, I believe, is going to take this to the next level and make these virtual cards almost collectible. This idea of different colors and designs for that very special digital pass is something I am very excited about. Disney can continue to enhance this. I do hope that we see those very special colors and things change on those orbs as you walk in. Instead of just green, you get the specialty colors. That would be great. I hope so, but for now I think it's just going to be something special on that digital pass that you find in your Apple Wallet. Disney did mention that Apple products are going to be coming first, so if you have an iPhone, you're going to be ahead of the curve here. For those who are using Android, not to worry, they haven't forgotten about you, but Apple products usually go first when it comes to these Disney rollouts. So let's think about Fastpass as well. Remember, when you use a Fastpass, usually you touch your Magic Band to these orbs right here. That's what I like to call them. You touch your Magic Band, you walk in, you're set to go. Imagine touching your phone to it instead. Hypothetically, that's what it's going to be with Disney Mobile Magic. Tough to know if it's actually going to work the same way, right? We don't know for sure, but in my mind, that's how it's going to work out. You're going to be able to touch your phone, Fastpass is used, and on you go. Using Magic Mobile with your Fastpass is going to be a no-brainer. That's going to be easy. I don't think it's going to be a problem at all because it's the same technology that you see at the front of the park. So I think that's something we're going to see right away as long as, Fastpass comes back. We're not 100% sure about that, but I'm pretty sure we're going to see Fastpass come back in some way. Now, thinking of queue lines for a moment, one question I have, what about a ride like Expedition Everest, where the queue line interacts with you? It actually knows your name, if you recall, as you kind of walk through the queue. At the very end of the queue, it can say, Michael's tea with the Yeti. It's always fun. Will your phone be able to have that same functionality? Probably not at first, but maybe one day. Now, another question comes to mind. On attractions where you get a photo on the ride, will it be able to link to your phone? I'm thinking Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. At the moment, part of me thinks that that's not going to work at first, but we don't know. Now, if you think about how the photos link to your Magic Band, usually you have to have that touch point at the end of the attraction. But there are many attractions around Walt Disney World where the photos link automatically to your Magic Band or card. You can even have your annual pass or other ticket with you, and it will link. Imagine for a moment that it can link directly to your phone. Not sure that technology exists yet, but if it does, it'd be super interesting to learn about. On-ride photos are a little bit more difficult to predict, because if you think about your Magic Band or card, right now for Buzz Lightyear, in our example, you can touch your Magic Band or card to that special kiosk, you get your photo. You can also touch your phone in that scenario, no problem. But what about something like Slinky Dog Dash or the Haunted Mansion with their new photo op? There's no place for you to touch your Magic Band or card. It's all done through a technology called NFC, Near Field Communication, where there's some sensor, it's a good way to think about it, out there that can detect that it's your Magic Band and link it to your account. Will that same technology be available for your smartphone? I think that's going to take more time. Although many smartphones do have near field communication, will they be able to connect with the Disney sensors? Only time will tell how Disney's going to make this work. I personally feel like this is a great step into the future, but I'm really glad that Magic Bands were not just, suddenly outdated. We still have them, they're around, we get to use them as almost like a piece of your outfit. I like to think of it that way. It's like it's a red one or a black one or a gray one, whatever it is, you have it, and it's that design, something special that you can hang on to. I think Disney's going to continue to push this Magic Mobile technology in the future and give us more features to make it more enticing to use Magic Mobile, simply because I think Disney wants to kind of go in this direction. And I believe that prediction I made a long time ago about walking into the parks without having to do much, right? You just kind of have the phone in your pocket as an example, and you start to walk towards the gate, it detects that it's you and you're set to go. Imagine that future. I think every single time we see an update like this, we're getting closer to a future where you don't even have to worry about opening your phone. It just knows that it's you walk right in. In my opinion, this is a great step forward, but if you are not a fan of it, not to worry. The Magic Bands and cards, I do not think are going anywhere for a long time. A long, long time. So don't worry. With just step by step, we're having more options. And I feel like more options is never a bad thing. Those are a few of my thoughts. Love to hear from you. What do you think of Magic Mobile? Do you love Magic Bands and cards and don't want to do Magic Mobile? Or maybe Magic Mobile is a good backup, or maybe you want to use it full time and not use anything else. Also, let me know if you think that special designs are indeed coming to these virtual passes. Love to hear from you in the comments below. Thank you so much for being a part of the magic with me today. Until next time, have a magical day.